Secondly, I think you're concerned
Republican candidate Marshall Coleman told teachers he'd like to be remembered as an education governor. He advocated legislation that would give teachers a legal backing for maintaining discipline in the classroom.
Right.
But it didn't take him long to get to the subject on which teachers will grade the candidates.
Secondly, I think you're concerned about adequate and competitive salaries. And I believe that there is a way that we can satisfy that need with the resources the next governor will have available to him, some $28 billion to do the people's business. And education has to be one of the foremost.
When Coleman finished pressing the flesh, his Democratic opponent took the stage and made no bones about his top priority.
Clearly, teacher salaries have to be the focus. I spend quite a bit of time in this particular plan on education talking about that plan, talking about some of the ways that we can raise teacher salaries, some of the ways that we can respond to the problems of discipline in the classrooms, which I know is a serious problem and is becoming more acute in many areas.
Despite the fact that Chuck Robb has won the formal support of the Virginia Education Association, it was hard to tell which candidate had made the most points with the teachers. But both will find out who made the grade when Virginians go to the polls in November. In York County, Kathy Mitkiff, The Daily News.
We need some incentive from the state. Right now,
educating a child in this state 2 years.
My belief is that you have several concerns. Discipline in the classroom. And I propose that we have legislation that makes plain your right to say we're not going to accommodate disorder in our schools. Secondly, I think you're concerned about adequate and competitive salaries.
Clearly, teacher salaries have to be the focus. We rank way up near the top in so many areas, and yet we have slipped from 26th to 32nd to 39th in terms of teacher salaries on the national average. And if we're not careful, if we don't do something about it, projections indicate that we're going to be 44th next year. Plan for education or anything else. If you just like to watch a politician squirm, go ahead and fire away.
We failed to introduce to you one other person in our audience who